Hello. This video is what I think about how aliens see humans. What aliens see when they see humans. What aliens think about humans. Well, I have heard that aliens have trouble being around humans because humans have a lot of toxic energy, have a lot of like aggressive, angry, invasive energy, and and so that's why they don't really. That's one reason why they don't come and abduct you. If you want to be abducted, you can't just close your eyes and go, "Alien, come and abduct me." Well, one reason you can't do that is because they can't even hear you because they're not on you're not on their frequency. Um, when you have a closed mind. But even if they could hear you, they wouldn't want to come down and hang out with you anyways, because I think a lot of aliens, like Bashar, the gray human hybrid alien, they don't even live on the same dimension that we live in. So if they were to come and hang out with us, first they would have to condense their bodies into our dimension, which is difficult enough for them to do. And not a particularly pleasant thing for them to do. And then on top of that, they want to go and, risk their life. They might get shot, and that would not be a pleasant thing to happen. And then also, just the energy body around us, being in our presence, would just be kind of toxic for them. Because I've heard, if you want to be like by contactees, or the kinds of people who, like that black man, I can't remember what his name is, who can like bring aliens down whenever he wants. They say that you have to be pure in your heart, and not have any hatred in your heart, in order to be able to bring them down. Now, and I think, if you want to bring an alien down, you have to. I think one big problem, is for them to also hear you. I mean, I'm always asking aliens to come down, and they're never coming down. We did bring aliens spaceship down once, but I was with another person. And this other person who I did it with, he said he did it 2 other times with 2 other people. So maybe, you have to do it with somebody else for them to hear you. But anyways, another thing about what aliens think about humans is that, humans are our aliens. Same genetics, they look just like us, they are us, but they live 900 years and we live 90 years. So we age a lot faster, and we get fat and ugly and lose our hair, and our hair turns white and all this stuff. And so I think it's kind of like an alien would look at a human as kind of like a really fit human would look at like a drug addict, alcoholic who destroys their body, and by the time they're 50, they look like they're 90. But that brings a whole other subject, like, why do humans' bodies deteriorate so fast? And I would say the original reason is that, we have to die because we get filled with so much toxicity that the only way to cleanse it is by dying. Not all, but there are a lot of, old people, probably, most old people are definitely like less tolerant of other people, quicker to say enough is enough, I'm not gonna deal with any of this bullshit. Than a child. A child is open and forgiving and resilient, and so it's kind of like the older you get, the more of a pain in the ass you are, and until you finally have to just die, and then you can start over. So if you don't have any negative emotions, like, vengeance, or thinking about, well, I'm not going to let that happen again, or I'm not going to let them say that to me again, or thinking about stuff like that, or like, I'm gonna, I don't like this and I don't like that, or whatever. If you don't have any of that and you just let water just come off of you like a duck's back, and just, then then I think it actually will allow you to live longer, and healthier, and, your body. But that's probably another video. So, I think aliens understand us. They're not, like, confused. Because I think that's one problem that people have with, that's one misconception people have about aliens, and that's from judging from the movies, and I think that'll be my next video, is that, people from videos, from movies, people seem to think that aliens don't understand humans. They come here and they're like, what do you, like, what movie? I don't know, but just not understanding humans. But I think aliens understand humans very well, because they used to be humans. They used to be here, and they remember what it's like, so they know everything about us. Plus, they have, imagine if you're 300, 400, 500, 900 years old, you have definitely put the time in to do your homework and know what's going on. When people ask questions to Bashar, they ask him anything, and he knows what they're asking about. Like, somebody could be like, nobody's asked this question, but somebody could be like, what happened to Amelia Earhart? Well, if they did ask that, I'm sure he'd know exactly who they're talking about and what happened, and he'd tell them what happened. So, I think they understand us. They just don't want to be around us physically. That's why I think it's easier on them to just talk through a channel, who's pure of heart, and the channel is pure of heart, and then they don't have to, they don't have to come into our presence and intoxicate themselves, because, we do attack aliens. I've heard stories of, like, Area 51 or whatever. Some guy's like, yeah, I saw this alien and I shot him, and I blew his arm off, and then he disappeared, and, it's like, why'd you shoot an alien, It doesn't really help the cause of bringing the aliens down, does it? So, anyways, I think they understand us. They just don't want to be around us because we're just dicks. But hopefully maybe one day I can bring an alien down. I should make a YouTube video asking him to abduct me.